Good morning, and we're on the second part. The first part was quite a marathon. You probably noticed, over 25 minutes long. Um, longest or broadcast that I've done on this. Um, and we are now in chapter 61, and this is Pehoran is going to answer Moroni after Moroni's seething letter to him. Let's see how he sees things and see how he words things, and how, I don't know, there's a very great man in this. You can just hear the greatness of him when he's speaking. Behold, now it came to pass that as soon as Moroni had sent his epistle unto the chief governor, he received an epistle from Pehoran, the chief governor, and these were the words which he received. I, Pehoran, who am the chief governor of this land, do send these words unto Moroni, the chief captain over the army. Behold, I say unto you, Moroni, that I do not joy in your great afflictions. Yea, it grieves my soul. But behold, and remember, the gray is usually things that have to do with the not so pleasant people of the and how they see things. There are those who do joy in our afflictions, yea, insomuch that they have risen up in rebellion against me, and also those of my people, who are freemen, yea, and those who have risen up are exceedingly numerous. It's kind of sad that they've gotten that much power, and I always wonder how they did that. But then I think of other things that have happened even recently, where some sort of cause or something has drawn people to do things that they wouldn't normally do. And I'm feeling that this is where this is, where the war has gone on for close to over a decade long. And think of the wars that we've had and how the people start to react to these wars. And I think there's a reaction as much as anything else, and somebody's taken advantage of it. So they are saying, yeah, this war's been going on, it's all Pehoran's fault, or something like that. They are, somebody's taken advantage, and they have got a lot of people behind them because of it. I always remember growing up with Vietnam, the aftermath of Vietnam, and often they talk about Vietnam as being a lot of mistakes made in there, and one of the biggest things was that there was very little support at home, even when the people came home. And I think this is sort of what's happening here, is that people are going, this is wrong, we shouldn't be at war, and all this other stuff. But then somebody's capitalizing on it, and we'll see how that works. Okay. And it is those who have sought to take away the judgment seat from me that have been the cause of this great iniquity. For they have caused great flattery, they have used great flattery, and they have led away the hearts of the people, which will be the cause of sore affliction among us. They have withheld our provisions, and have daunted our freemen, that they have not come unto you. So they're blocking it. They're saying, we're not going to let you guys go and help out. Behold, they have driven me out before them, and I have fled to the land of Gideon with as many men as were possible. There's that name again, Gideon. The land of Gideon that was named after Gideon so long ago, generations ago, and yet they're still, that's where they have a very faithful people there. Just to point that out. Behold, I have sent a proclamation throughout this part of the land, and behold, they are flocking to us daily to their arms in defense of their country and their freedom, and to avenge our wrongs. And they have come unto us insomuch that those who have risen up in rebellion against us are set at defiance, yea, insomuch that they do fear us and durst not come out against us to battle. So he's made it strong enough there in Gideon that they won't come to battle, but they have got possession of the land, or the city of Zarahemla, and they have appointed a king over them, and he hath written unto the king of the Lamanites, in the which he hath joined alliance with him, in the which alliance he hath agreed to maintain the city of Zarahemla, which maintenance he supposeth will enable the Lamanites to conquer the remainder of the land, and he shall be placed king over this people when they shall be conquered under the Lamanites. He's a dreamer, isn't he, this guy? And he's pulling people in left and right. Hey, once I'm king, you get this. He's doing exactly the same thing that Amalickiah had done, and what Amnon's doing. Promising things to people when power and all the others. And I'm sure that he was a follower of Amalickiah. Remember, Amalickiah only escaped with a few of them, and the rest were compelled to go back. And now I think he's going, yeah, I can do this. Now in your epistle you have censored me, but it mattereth not. I am not angry, but do rejoice in the greatness of your heart. See, he sees it. Pahoran sees what that scathing letter was about. The greatness of Moroni's heart. I, Pahoran, do not seek for power, save only to retain my judgment seat, that I may preserve the rights and liberty of my people. My soul standeth fast in the liberty in the which God hath made us free. Now behold, we will resist wickedness even unto bloodshed. We will not shed the blood of the Lamanites if they would stay in their own land. We would not shed the blood of our brethren if they would not rise up in rebellion and take the sword against us. We would subject ourselves to the yoke of bondage if it were requisite with the justice of God, or if he should command us to do so. I love the fact that he's saying, hey, if that's what God wants, we will do it. And I think that's an important thing. Behold, he doth not command us that we should subject ourselves to our enemies, but that we should put our trust in him, and he will deliver us. I love that. We should put our trust in him, and he will deliver us. Therefore, my beloved brother Moroni, let us resist evil, and whatsoever evil we cannot resist with our words, such as rebellions and dissensions, let us resist them with our swords. What a great understanding of what we do. We try to do things with the words. If we can't, because of rebellions and dissensions, because of the force that they are bringing, we then have to resist them with our swords, that we may retain our freedom, that we may rejoice in the great privilege of our church, in the cause of our Redeemer. Therefore, come unto me speedily with a few of your men, and leave the remainder in charge of Lehi and Teancum. Give unto them power to conduct the war in that part of the land, according to the Spirit of God, which is the Spirit of freedom, which is in them. Behold, I have sent a few provisions to them, that they may not perish, until ye can come unto me. Gather together whatsoever force ye can upon your march hither, and we will go speedily against those dissenters in the strength of our God, according to the faith which is in us. And we will take possession of the city of Zarahemla, that we may obtain more food, and send forth unto Lehi and Teancum. Yea, we will go forth against them in the strength of the Lord, and we will put an end to their iniquity. Can you just feel that? He's taken the words of Moroni, and he's saying, "This, you're right. We've got the strength of the Lord behind us." And I love what he says here most of all, because I feel that what Moroni said was exactly what Pehorin needed. Moroni was the answer to Pehorin's prayer. Now, Moroni, I do joy in receiving your epistle, for I was somewhat worried concerning what we should do, whether it should be just for us to go against our brethren. He was worried. He didn't want to go against his brethren. He didn't know if it was just. He didn't know whether he should be doing those things. But because of what Moroni said, but ye have said, except they repent, the Lord hath commanded you that ye should go against them. He was worried and was praying, and the answer came through Moroni. See that ye strengthen Lehi and Teancum in the Lord. Tell them to fear not, for God will deliver them. I love that. Yea, and also all those who stand fast in the liberty wherewith God hath made them free. Now I close mine epistle to my beloved brother Moroni. The depth of the relationship that these two have at this point, and the way that Pehorin just plays out this very Christ-like figure in here is amazing to me. And I love the way that he says, strengthen Lehi and Teancum in the Lord, tell them to fear not, for God will deliver them. He didn't say strengthen Lehi and Teancum in rallying the troops and get them bloodthirsty to kill the Lamanites or whatever. He didn't say that. He said, tell them to fear not, for God will deliver them. And also those who stand fast in the liberty wherewith God hath made them free. I hope you can feel these things while you're reading this. I know it's a long and big read, but some reason it works better this way, because you get this huge panorama of what's happening in these war chapters. Not just this movement of army to this movement, not the strategies, but rather the attitude that they come with, that it is shown in these pink verses. All the time the pink verses come up, don't they? That is what we're supposed to learn from these. And we can't see it all without getting this panorama of why these things are happening. If we just included these two letters alone, without the first part that explains that Nephi has fallen because of the problems here, or the letter of Helaman that explains their struggles, this wouldn't have that emotion behind it, but it does. And I hope you can feel that in your reading. And I hope you have a wonderful day in thinking how you can support and strengthen others